Today's vlog is about life is not a group project. By that I mean life is not a group project. So if you were to ask me what the most observed source of problems that many of my clients present, it would be the underlying assumption that life is a group project. So for example, a person can come to see me for anxiety, social anxiety. So a social anxiety happens when I feel that I have to make a impression mostly to a group of people, yet I don't, like who I am, who I think I am, does not live up to that standard. So this is what I have to do. I have to make an impression, and yet I don't think I am, good enough, whatever enough, smart enough. So it's a perception of to make them out there that I think, who are them? Who are those people? Who are the group of people? That may be just an idea that you make up here, right here. So it is, I was told even by my clients that they know it's a nice feeling that when you don't know, when you know that you don't care how others think about you, it feels really good. So another example about this is to say that the fear of missing out, the fear of missing out, I'm not part of it. That is another way to take life as a group project. Or I want to do this. This is really what I want to do. I have identified, but they don't allow me. So people out there, they don't allow me. I have a client who is a firefighter, and he really wanted to apply for this new position that just opened up in his place. But he told me he was hesitant because he perceived that his co-workers would not allow him to do that, because it's a firefighter, it's a union, then there's a hierarchy, some people seniority, some people were there earlier than he. Those people should get the first chance to apply. But anyway, regardless, this position is openly posted, so I told him, if it's openly posted, you can openly apply for it. And yes, you may not have your co-workers, your colleagues approval for that, but you don't need it, because life is not a group project. We cannot live a life until we are sure everybody around us agree the way we want to live our life. So life is not a group project. Life is not a family project. Knowing that, you actually set other people free, including the freedom to judge you. We all say that we want to help others, don't we? But how about starting by giving others back the freedom to do their own thinking? Just about anything, including the freedom to think about you the way they like to. So when we set others free to do their own thinking, to judge, to do whatever they want to do in the privacy of their own head, we free up a lot of energy inside us. And then if I have freed up a lot of energy that I previously used to manage how others should think about me, now I don't need to manage that, then this new energy that I free up, I can use it to do whatever matters to me. And that's really a freedom. So when I set other people free, I'm free. Now, when I say set other people free, even that actually is a little bit arrogant, because the truth is that others, they never need me to set them free to do whatever they already do, to think for themselves, because we all have a big head on our shoulders. We all can think for ourselves. We all judge however we want to judge. So it's not up to me to set others free to do their own thinking, to do their own judgment, including me. So it's our freedom that matters to us. It's your freedom that matters to you. So that's the best gift, I guess, we can give to anybody. The trust that everybody has their own head on their shoulders. They can do their own thinking. And yes, about anything, including me. And then sometimes we're still concerned about a word we call society. You know, it's a ultimate, maybe the largest group of people. It's called a society. It's a made-up entity. There is no true entity, real entity that's we call society. Society is each every one of us individuals. So there's appearance of the society, but as long as you decide that it doesn't matter to you, then it doesn't. You may still not have the agreement to do what you want to do by the society, and you don't need it. The society, so-called society, does not have power over you. So here I'm not really saying that it's not okay to harmonize with others. When others are harmonized with themselves, when they are integral, they have integrity, it doesn't take you away from your truth to harmonize with others. It should be a natural thing to harmonize with others if you are living your truth and others are living their truth. Now, when I say truth, I mean your inner self, the self that communicates with you when you listen within, the inner wisdom. That's what we do when we do hypnosis, to access that inner wisdom, so that you know more than you think you know, maybe. And that truth, from that within, when you first harmonize with that truth, it's easier for you to harmonize with others out there who are harmonized with themselves. So you don't have to sacrifice, to bend over for others. There's nothing needed like that. If others are not harmonized within themselves, then they start to look around. If I have done what I don't want to do, then I'm just making sure others do the same. No, you don't want to harmonize with that. So to harmonize with yourself is the first step, with your own inner wisdom. Without the inner conviction of the inner self, we become really filled with self-doubt, insecurities, fears, and we start to live life from the outside. That's why we need outside sources to tell us, to validate us, as it's never really work permanently. It can work temporarily, the validation. Oh, I must be good if they say that. But it's short-lived, because the inner doubt will kick in. If I'm not harmonized with myself, there's a discord inside me, then whatever the validation I get from outside sources will not stay with me for long, and very soon I'll find myself constantly needing to be validated by outside sources, because it just doesn't resonate within me, because there's no harmony inside me. So the first and foremost is always seek for the harmony within. Align yourself with yourself. Okay, so then we don't need outside validation. And if outside validation comes, that's cool, but I know who I am anyways. So also another way you can get outside validation is because maybe everybody else is already busy dealing with their own inner self-doubt, with their own insecurities and fears. So they probably don't have time and energy to validate you. They're busy wanting to be validated anyways. But we can really get the validation. That's the only validation you need, is from within, from you. Even though sometimes we appear to wanting outside validation, that actually what it does is still if suppose when I have outside validation, then I give myself this decision that, oh, I must be okay now, I'm validated, I must be okay. But that okayness may not because of the outside validation. Maybe it comes from your decision using outside validation as an excuse. Maybe the okayness actually truly comes from that moment of decision. I'm okay. So it's still you are validating yourself using outside validation as an excuse. That's how mechanically this works. But it doesn't come from outside. It's come from you decide that you are okay by observing the outside. So the decision you can always give yourself, even without outside validation, you can give to yourself. It's just a decision. It's not a process, it's a moment of decision. But it can appear to be a process. You decide, but still how long the process is doesn't really matter. It's still that the moment of decision that you're okay. That's what's actually working for you. So life is not a group project. Realizing that, herein lies your freedom. Thank you for watching.